Another interesting thing that happened, and I have a feeling that you may want to talk about this because you talked about it before, but the junior senator from California, Senator Harris, once again called out by men on the committee because they thought that she was too assertive. Last night on a network, she was called hysterical.
Oh my God.
When, of course, Ron Wyden was very aggressive. Nobody called him hysterical or condemned him.
Colorful.
Yeah. Jeff Sessions was colorful and indignant, and how dare you, sir? I mean, Beauregard does not answer questions like that. I mean, and nobody called him hysterical?
No.
But they called Kamala Harris hysterical for the second week in a row.
This is a secondary story given the seriousness of the nature of the questions being asked, but it's an important story. The differences between what is expected and what is allowed between men and women, even on the national stage when the cameras are on them and there should be at least an attempt at equality, is pathetic. And Kamala Harris will be our guest this morning, and I can't wait to talk to her about that, and also about the questions that she's trying to ask in the middle of being told that she's rude by a lot of rude, white, older men. Having said that, Casey Hunt, what is the reaction on Capitol Hill? Are you hearing from Republicans, and what are you hearing behind the scenes?
Well, first, to your point of what you were talking about with Kamala Harris, one thing I do think is happening, because this is how she's been treated now twice, is that she's being elevated. She's having a moment, I think, as Democrats are kind of searching around for who their next leader is going to be. This has been something that has caught a lot of attention, just the fact that she's now stepping out, coming on this show. She hadn't done things like that before this kind of started to happen. She's getting her feet under her kind of on the national stage. And I think it's honestly going to backfire on Republicans if they keep it up. As for your other question, I mean, look, I think one acknowledgement yesterday, I spoke to Marco Rubio after the hearing, and he acknowledged that Jim Comey and Jeff Sessions recounted events differently under oath, which means that somebody is misrepresenting these conversations. And I think that goes to, what David Ignatius was talking about. A key piece of this puzzle is, what did the President talked to Jeff Sessions about as it related to the Comey firing and Jeff Sessions' recusal, or I think there are some Democrats who suspect or believe that he wasn't completely recused, and that he did speak to the President about this investigation. I think if those facts start to come out, that's really, I think, what Democrats